Today, I'm bringing you the tutorial video for this medium-sized rainbow dream scarf. First, let's take a look at the components included in the materials kit. The medium-sized materials pack contains one ball of yarn. If it is the large-size scarf, the materials pack contains 2 balls of yarn, 1 glue stick, 1 sewing needle, 4 stitch markers, a measuring tape, and a 4.0 mm crochet hook. Next, we will begin crocheting. First, take out the 4.0 mm crochet hook and the yarn. When we take the yarn, avoid choosing the outer yarn end. Directly choose the yarn end from inside the ball to use. Find the thread. Leave approximately 15 centimeters of yarn as the tail. Then let's start making a slip knot. Hold the yarn with your right hand. First, wrap the yarn over your pinky from above. Then, wrap it around your index finger. Finally, pinch the yarn with your thumb and middle finger. Next, we'll start to create the foundation chain. Place the hook above the yarn. Rotate the hook clockwise. Create a loop on the hook. Place the hook above the yarn again. Yarn over. Pull through the loop. Then pull both the loop and the thread. This creates a magic loop. Now, let's start crocheting the chain stitch. When crocheting the chain stitch, follow the same method as before. Place the hook above the yarn. Rotate the hook clockwise. Yarn over. Pull through the loop. At this point, a V shape will form at this position. One V represents one chain stitch. Repeat once more. Place the hook above the yarn. Rotate the hook clockwise. Yarn over. Pull through the loop. A V shape will form. This is the method for crocheting chain stitches. Next, continue to crochet chain stitches. Yarn over. Pull through the loop. This medium-sized rainbow dream scarf. A total of 36 chain stitches need to be crocheted as the foundation. There are 1, 2, 3, and 4 chain stitches. One V represents one chain stitch. Next, complete a total of 36 chain stitches on your own.
I found a love for me, and darling, just dive right in and follow my lead. Well, I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. Oh, I never knew you were.
After completing the 36 chain stitches, please count the chain stitches yourself to confirm that there are a total of 36. If the count is incorrect, it will affect the subsequent crocheting. One V represents one chain stitch.
There's someone waiting for me, 'cause we were just kids when we fell in.
After confirming that there are 36 chain stitches, we take out the stitch marker. Place the stitch marker on the last V of the chain. Then, crochet 3 chain stitches to serve as the turning chain. This means it serves as the starting stitch for the first row of the pattern. After finishing, place another stitch marker. Secure it to the 3rd V of the starting chain, because as this position marks the beginning stitch of this row. Attach a stitch marker to make it easier to find later. Next, let's start crocheting double crochets. When crocheting double crochets, yarn over first. After yarn over, Insert the hook at the position marked by the first stitch marker. Yarn over. Pull the yarn through the stitch to draw up a loop. Adjust the height of the loop. Adjust the loop's height to be about the same as the height of the turning stitch. Yarn over again. Pull the yarn through only the first 2 loops on the hook. There should be 2 loops left on the hook. Yarn over. Pull the yarn through both loops on the hook. There should be 1 loop left on the hook. This completes the first double crochet stitch. When crocheting the next double crochet stitch, you can remove the first stitch marker. Yarn over. Insert the hook into the center of the next V shape. Yarn over. Pull the yarn through the stitch to draw up a loop. Adjust the height of the loop. Ensure it is approximately the same height as the previous double crochet. Yarn over. Pull the yarn through only the first 2 loops on the hook. There should be 2 loops left on the hook. Yarn over again. Pull the yarn through both loops on the hook. There should be 1 loop left on the hook. For the first group, we need to crochet 1 turning chain and 3 double crochets. The initial 3 chain stitches count as 1 starting chain for the crochet pattern. The turning chain also counts as 1 stitch, so there are a total of 4 stitches. Yarn over. Pull the yarn through the stitch to draw up a loop. Yarn over. Pull the yarn through only the first 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over again. Pull the yarn through both loops on the hook. This completes the crocheting of our first group of long stitches. After completing that, make 1 chain stitch. After completing the chain stitch, pay attention to the position where you will insert the hook. Skip the adjacent stitch. Insert the hook into the second stitch. Yarn over. Remember to yarn over before each time you crochet a double crochet stitch. Skip the adjacent stitch. Insert the hook into the second stitch. Yarn over. Pull the yarn through the stitch to draw up a loop. Adjust the height of the loop. Yarn over. Pull the yarn through only the first 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over. Pull the yarn through both loops on the hook. This completes the first double crochet stitch. In this group, we need to crochet a total of 3 double crochet stitches. Yarn over. Insert the hook into the adjacent stitch. Yarn over. Pull the yarn through only the first 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over. Pull the yarn through both loops on the hook. Make a double crochet. The second set of stitches is now complete. Note that you need to crochet 4 stitches when working on the first and last sets of the flower pattern. The middle groups will consist of crocheting 3 long stitches each. Make a chain stitch. Skip the adjacent stitch. Yarn over, then insert the hook into the second stitch. Make a double crochet. The method is the same as before. Yarn over again and crochet a double crochet. Continue to complete the third double crochet in this group. Make a chain stitch. The crochet pattern for this row is quite simple. The first group consists of 1 turning chain and 3 double crochets. Make a chain stitch, skip 1 stitch. The middle groups consist of 3 double crochets. Make 1 chain stitch, skip 1 stitch. This means that 3 double crochets followed by a chain stitch make up 1 group. Then continue to the next group. After completing the chain stitch, skip the adjacent stitch. Insert the hook into the second stitch. Yarn over. Pull the yarn through only the first 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over again. Pull the yarn through both loops on the hook. Then continue to crochet the next double crochet. Each double crochet should be of uniform height. Make a double crochet. After completing the 3 double crochets in this group, make a chain stitch. Finish the remaining part on your own.
Love, now knowing what it was, I will not give you up this time. Darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart is all I own, and in your eyes you're holding mine. And baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. When you said you looked a mess, I whispered underneath my breath, but you...
Now we are on the 3rd double crochet of the last group. For the last double crochet, insert the hook into the magic knot. Slightly turn the work to find the center of the V for inserting the hook. Do the last double crochet. Make a chain stitch. Let me explain the crochet pattern for this row again. In the first group, the 3 chain stitches count as 1 double crochet. So it can be considered as crocheting 4 double crochet and 1 chain stitch. We have crocheted a total of 9 groups of patterns. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. There are a total of 7 groups. The middle groups consist of 3 double crochets followed by 1 chain stitch, while the last group has 4 double crochets. 1 chain stitch. When crocheting the second row, we will work in the opposite direction. So we need to flip the piece over first. After flipping it over, let's start crocheting the second row. Insert the hook into the center of the last V shape and crochet a single crochet. Yarn over. Pull the yarn through the stitch to draw up a loop. There should be 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over. Pull the yarn through both loops on the hook. This single crochet is now complete. After completing the single crochet, place a stitch marker on the stitch. Make 3 chain stitches.
1, 2,
3. These 3 chains correspond to the positions of the 3 double crochet from the previous row. Skip these 3 stitches. Then insert the hook into the position of the chain from the previous row, which is in the hole. Make a single crochet. Yarn over. Pull the yarn through the stitch to draw up a loop. Yarn over. Pull the yarn through both loops on the hook. After completing the single crochet, make 3 chain stitches. The pattern for this row is 1 single crochet followed by 3 chain stitches. Single crochet in the hole. Don't crochet too tightly, keep it a bit loose. Then crochet 3 chain stitches again. Single crochet in the hole. Complete the second row following this pattern on your own.
Heard it, darling, you look perfect tonight. Well, I found a woman stronger than anyone I know.
After completing the last group of 3 chain stitches, Find the position marked by the stitch marker just now. That is, the center of the V shape of the starting stitch from the first row. This position can be tricky for inserting the hook. We can first insert the hook through one strand of yarn. Remove the stitch marker and then insert the hook through the other strand. Make a single crochet. Make 3 chain stitches. Flip the piece. These 3 chain stitches correspond to the 3 chain stitches from the first row. Continue crocheting according to the method used in the first row. The only thing to pay attention to is the insertion point. There's no need to look for stitches. Just crochet directly into the holes. Crochet 3 double crochets.
Do a chain stitch.
Continue to crochet 3 double crochets in the next hole. The 7 groups in the middle, all of them are 3 double crochets. When crocheting, it's important to ensure that the height of each double crochet remains consistent. Every time you finish crocheting 3 long stitches, remember to make 1 chain stitch. Continue to crochet 3 double crochets in the next hole. Finish crocheting this row on your own.
She shares my dreams. I hope that someday I'll share her home. I found a love to carry more than just my secrets, to carry love, to carry children of our own. We are still kids, but we're so in love, fighting against all odds. I know we'll be alright this time. Darling, just hold my hand.
Crochet 4 double crochets into the last hole. Both the first group and the last group need to crochet 4 stitches. Make a chain stitch. Tighten the loop. Turn the piece over. Why is it necessary to tighten the first loop? Because it only serves as a starting stitch and does not count as one of the stitches in the crochet. The first stitch of this row should be made at this position. Make a single crochet. After completing the first single crochet, attach a stitch marker. Make 3 chain stitches. Insert the hook into the hole and crochet a single crochet. Then make 3 chain stitches. Single crochet in the hole. Follow this pattern to complete the row on your own.
Be my girl, I'll be your man. I see my future in your eyes. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between.
Now, crochet the last short stitch of this row. Find the middle of the V shape of the last chain stitch from the previous row to insert your hook. If you find it difficult to locate this position, feel free to mark it in advance with a stitch marker. Make a single crochet. Then do a chain stitch. Tighten the loop. This row is now complete. Turn the piece over. Continue to repeat the crochet method of pattern A. Make 3 chain stitch. Then attach a stitch marker. Pass through the middle of this V. According to the crochet method of pattern A, work 3 double crochets. The crochet pattern for this scarf alternates between one row of pattern A and one row of pattern B. Keep crocheting until you finish. The length of the crochet can be adjusted based on your needs, so feel free to crochet as much as you like. I have crocheted to my desired length, which is about 160 centimeters. Here, I'll continue to teach you the finishing part. Continue to crochet the second to last group of double crochet. Make a chain stitch. Crochet the last group of 4 double crochets. Make a chain stitch. Tighten the loop. Flip the scarf. In the last row, we will crochet a single crochet in the middle of each V shape to finish. Crochet a bit loosely, don't make it too tight. After finishing the last short stitch, make a chain stitch. Then leave about 15 centimeters of thread. Cut off the excess yarn. Then pull out the yarn tail. Next, let's count the number of single stitches we just crocheted to see if it's correct. There are 36 single crochet. After finishing, hide the excess thread. Here, switch to a sewing needle to hide the yarn tails. Here, I'll teach you how to distinguish between the front and back sides of the scarf. This side is the back, featuring 2 horizontal stripes and an inverted V shape. Now, thread the yarn tail to the back side to hide it. Following this row of inverted V shapes, hide the thread. When hiding the yarn tail, you can go through several inverted V shapes at once. When hiding the thread, do not pull the thread. After hiding a section of the yarn, we can adjust it. After hiding the thread, simply cut off the excess. At this point, the scarf section is completely finished. Next, let's start teaching how to crochet this star-shaped ornament. First, take out the yarn and leave about a 10-centimeter thread. Wrap the yarn over your pinky from above. Then, wrap it around your index finger. When wrapping the yarn around your middle finger, cross it over the tip of your finger and then hold it in place with your thumb. Once secured, pass the hook through the loop. Make a chain stitch. Yarn over. Pull the yarn through the loop. Tighten the loop. Then, crochet 3 chain stitches to serve as the turning chain. After finishing, beginners can use a stitch marker to mark the position. Then, we will crochet 14 double crochet stitches into this ring. Yarn over. Then pass through the ring. Adjust the height of the loop so that it matches the height of the turning chain. Yarn over. Pull the yarn through only the first 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over. Pull the yarn through both loops on the hook. Complete the remaining 13 double crochet on your own.
Barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. When I saw you in that dress, looking so beautiful, I don't deserve this. Darling, you look perfect tonight. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between.
After completing the stitches, pull tight on the thread you left earlier. Pull this loop as tight as possible. Then connect the last double crochet to the starting chain. Insert the hook at the marked spot from the stitch marker. Pull through halfway. Then remove the stitch marker and pull through the remaining half. Yarn over. Pull the yarn through both loops on the hook. Make 5 chain stitches.
1, 2,
3,
4, 5.
After finishing, insert the hook into the middle of the second V shape. Make a single crochet. Then make a half double crochet. Yarn over. Insert the hook into the middle of the V shape. Yarn over. Pull the yarn through the stitch to draw up a loop. Yarn over again. Pull the yarn through all 3 loops on the hook. This completes the half double crochet. Then make a double crochet. Yarn over. Insert the hook into the middle of the V shape. Yarn over. Pull the yarn through the stitch to draw up a loop. Adjust the height of the loop. Yarn over. Pull the yarn through only the first 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over. Pull the yarn through both loops on the hook. There should be 1 loop left on the hook. This completes the double crochet. Then make a triple crochet. Yarn over twice. Insert the hook in the middle of the V. Yarn over. Pull the yarn through the stitch to draw up a loop. Yarn over. Pull the yarn through only the first 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over. Pull the yarn again, through only the first 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over again. Pull the yarn through both loops on the hook. This completes the triple crochet. This is our first double crochet. The second and the third. Skip 2 stitches and insert the hook into the 4th stitch. Yarn over. Pull the yarn through both loops on the hook. Here we completed a slip stitch. Then make 5 chain stitches.
1, 2,
3, 4,
5.
Then continue to repeat the previous steps: single crochet, half double crochet, and triple crochet. Here is demonstration again of the crochet method. Skip the first stitch. Insert the hook into the middle of the second V shape. Yarn over. Pull the yarn through the stitch to draw up a loop. Yarn over. Pull the yarn through both loops on the hook. Here we completed a single crochet. In the next stitch, crochet a half double crochet. First yarn over, then insert the hook into the middle of the next V stitch. Yarn over. Pull the yarn through the stitch to draw up a loop. Yarn over. Pull the yarn through all loops on the hook. Here we completed a half double crochet. Then make a double crochet. Yarn over. Insert the hook into the middle of the next V stitch. Yarn over. Pull the yarn through the stitch to draw up a loop. Adjust the height of the loop. Yarn over. Pull the yarn through only the first 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over. Pull the yarn through both loops on the hook. The double crochet stitch is now complete. Next, make a triple crochet. Yarn over twice. 1 round, 2 rounds. Insert the hook in the middle of the V. Yarn over. Pull the yarn through the stitch to draw up a loop. Yarn over. Pull the yarn through only the first 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over. Pull the yarn through again, only the first 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over again. Pull the yarn through both loops on the hook. The treble crochet is now complete. Skip the 2 stitches in the middle and insert the hook into the 4th stitch. Make a slip stitch. Then make 5 chain stitches. This is 1 corner of the star ornament, and a total of 5 corners need to be crocheted. First, crochet a single crochet, followed by a half double crochet. Then, crochet a double crochet. Last, crochet a triple crochet. Skip the 2 middle stitches and crochet a slip stitch in the 4th stitch. Make 5 chain stitches. Finish the remaining parts of the star-shaped ornament by yourself.
my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. I have faith in what I see. Now I know I have met an angel in person, and she looks perfect. I don't deserve this. You look perfect tonight.
Skip the 2 stitches in the middle and insert the hook into the 4th stitch. This connects to the first corner of the star-shaped ornament. Make a slip stitch. Then pull the loop larger, leaving about 60 centimeters of thread. At the end, cut off the excess yarn. Pull out the thread. This completes the crocheting of a star-shaped ornament. Cut off the excess thread. This rainbow dream scarf. A total of 8 of these star-shaped ornaments need to be crocheted. The remaining 7 can be completed by everyone on their own. After completing 8 star-shaped ornaments, take out 2 of them. Then place the 2 ornaments back to back. That is, the side with the yarn tails should be facing each other. Find the 2 yarn tails and position them in the same spot. Then use a glue stick to attach the 5 points of the star ornaments together. Take out the glue stick. Take out the lighter. Adjust the position of the 2 star ornaments. Gently hold one pair of corners. Choose the pair of corners that are near the thread. After holding them, separate them from the other side. Then heat the glue stick. After the glue stick melts a bit, first apply it in the middle. First, secure the middle part. Then, heat the glue stick again. Don't heat the glue stick for too long, as it may burn and turn black. After melting it slightly, you can start applying it. Secure this pair of points. You don't need to deal with the excess glue for now. Just wait for it to cool and then cut it off. Complete the remaining parts by securing them yourself. The remaining 3 sets should also be glued together using this method. After completing that, crochet 7 chain stitches. First, wrap both thread around your finger. After that, insert your hook into any hole on either side of the yarn connection. Choose the position that you find easier to insert your hook. Pass the hook through both star-shaped ornaments at the same time. Yarn over. Pull the yarn through the stitch to draw up a loop. Then do 7 chain stitches.
1, 2,
3, 4,
5, 6, 7.
If you want a length shown in the video, just crochet 7. Or, if you want the pendant to be longer, you can crochet a few more chain stitches. After completing, pull the yarn tail to form a knot. Now, let's teach you how to attach the star-shaped ornaments to the scarf. This is what it looks like after being secured. Now let's go ahead and crochet the other side. When securing the star-shaped ornaments, first distinguish between the front and back sides of the scarf. The front side of the scarf will have rows of V shapes. While the back side will not have them. Only the front side has these V shapes. After finding the front side, first, trim the yarn ends to make them even. Take out the tapestry needle. Thread the yarn through the needle. Then find the front side of the star ornament, which is the side with the V shapes. The back side does not have the V shapes. Align the star ornament with the front side of the scarf. First, align by hand. Then insert the needle into the center of the last V shape. Then, insert the needle into the center of the V shape of the chain stitch. Repeat inserting the needle through the 2 stitches to secure the attachment. After securing the attachment, hide the thread inside the star-shaped ornament. Thread the yarn through the middle of each V shape until you reach the position of the star-shaped ornament. Once you reach the position of the star-shaped ornament, weave the yarn through the ornament randomly. The only rule to follow is that the exit point for the needle becomes the entry point for the next stitch.
This, you look perfect tonight.
After multiple insertions and confirming it's secure, then cut off any excess thread. At this point, the star-shaped ornament is secured to the scarf. You can secure the remaining ornaments on your own. This is the finished product with the star-shaped ornaments securely attached. In the video, a length of 160 centimeters was crocheted, but everyone can choose the length and width based on their preferences and needs.